Thank you for choosing Ronstadt as your employer. We are about to begin your orientation for Electrolux. If this is not the assignment you are interested in, please let us know immediately. For your convenience, Ronstadt has 2 offices that support Electrolux through the application process. Addresses and opening times are listed.
While on assignment at Electrolux, the following are your on-site Ronstadt representatives. Currently, we have a first shift performance coach named Diane Richard and a second shift performance coach named Mandy Spain. These performance coaches will be your main points of contact as they will be introduced to you on your first day on assignment and will spend a lot of time on the plant floor. They are here to help you be successful at Electrolux. Please go to them with any questions or concerns, no matter how big or small. Your success is important to you.
Electrolux offers 2 production shifts. First shift is an 8-hour shift, Monday through Friday. When overtime is required to work on first shift, you will be scheduled to work on a Saturday. Second shift is a 10-hour shift and works Monday through Thursdays. When overtime is required on second shift, you will be scheduled to work on a Friday. When you work on second shift, you always have the weekends free. Please think about which shift you want. Once you start working, you cannot change to a different shift. The pay rates for first shift are $12 an hour. The pay rates for second shift are $12.25 an hour. Here are some of the most important basic facility guidelines for you to follow. However, there could be others that you are expected to comply with. Your performance coaches will show you the designated smoking areas. Any type of smoking, vapor smoking, or electronic cigarettes are prohibited elsewhere throughout the plant. There are also no photos or videos, including selfies, permitted on the premises. No solicitation is allowed during work hours. This includes any type of charity, magazines, politics, religion, estimates, petitions, and other things such as Mary Kay and Avon sales. There are also no gambling allowed on premises, which can include fantasy football and other types of sports pools. Parking can be a challenge at Electrolux. Please always park in a designated parking spot. You will be given a parking permit before you leave today. Please make sure it is always visible in any car that you drive to work. It is your responsibility to park appropriately and safely at all times. You will be towed at your expense for failing to abide by the parking policy. Today, a Ronstadt representative will take a picture of you before you leave for your identification badge that you will receive on your first day on assignment at Electrolux. All visitors, employees, and vendors are required to have an ID badge visible at all times. You can wear your ID badge on a lanyard that we will provide to you on your first day or clip to your jacket or shirt pocket. Do not wear your ID badge below the belt though, as it will not be clearly visible to others. Your identification badge is needed for security purposes and it gives you access to the facility. Your badge is also needed for payroll purposes, like clocking in and out, which will be discussed later. If you lose your badge, please let security or your performance coach know. You will be responsible for paying for a replacement badge. Please remind us if we haven't already taken your picture before you're ready to leave today. Cell phones and electronic devices are only to be used in authorized areas. Earbuds and hands-free devices are not allowed to be used or worn on the plant floor at any time. For emergency purposes, there are designated cell phone safe areas available throughout the plant nearby most workstations. If necessary, to check a text message or a phone call, for instance, to check on a child getting off the school bus, please do so only in a cell phone safe area designated by the large green stickers on the floor. Reminder, this is only for emergency purposes, and again, no pictures or videos can be taken at any time. Failure to follow the electronic cell phone and device policy will result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. It is extremely important to follow all dress code regulations while on assignment at Electrolux. Jeans, work pants like Dickies, or khakis are required to be worn by all employees at all times. Please make sure these pants are belted, as saggy pants are not allowed. T-shirts with a normal t-shirt length sleeve are also required. Please make sure it covers your abdomen, and there are no tank tops that are permitted at any time. No offensive words, sayings, or inappropriate pictures will be tolerated. Also make sure that all clothing needs to be free from any holes, rips, or tears. Enclosed shoes, such as sneakers, boots, are required to be worn on your feet. Steel toe boots or shoes are only required in certain areas, and you will be notified if your area does require them. Please keep jewelry a minimum while on assignment at Electrolux. No long necklaces, scarves, or other types of beaded necklaces or bracelets are permitted at any time. Any earrings or gauges that are to be worn must follow the 1-inch or smaller rule. Hats are allowed on the plant floor, but hoods on a hoodie cannot be worn inside the building. If you have long hair, it must be tied back if it is longer than your shoulders. If you are seen in violation of the dress code, you will be sent home and charged an attendance point. Again, as a friendly reminder, nothing but jeans are allowed. No jeggings, yoga pants, sweatpants, or wind pants are accepted. Please make sure that your jeans have no holes or tears in them, as you will not be allowed to work. If your jeans are too short and your ankles are showing, you must wear tall socks to cover all skin. And further, no baby doll sleeves will be allowed on the plant floor. On your first day at assignment at Electrolux, you will be given personal protective equipment, including safety glasses, arm sleeves, and gloves. This safety equipment is required to be worn on the plant floor at all times. Failure to do so is considered a safety violation. It is your responsibility to keep up with your personal protective equipment. If you lose your safety glasses, gloves, or guards, you will be charged for a replacement pair. If any of your safety equipment is worn out, please notify your team leader, supervisor, or performance coach, and one will be provided to you. It is everybody's responsibility to be safe in the workplace. Please follow these safety guidelines at all times. No running or horseplay on the property at any time. Never cross over an assembly line for any reason. Air hoses are only to be used for their intended purpose and not for cleaning your clothes or any other improper uses. Always maintain a clean work environment, and please be aware of forklift traffic and use common sense. Always look both ways before you cross the pedestrian walkway. Jobs are very repetitive in nature at Electrolux. You will do your job at least 1,000 times during an 8 or a 10-hour shift. You must be able to bend, stoop, twist, squat, lift up to 40 pounds, work with fiberglass and insulation, and use air-powered hand tools each time a job is performed. In addition, you must be able to stand an 8 to a 10-hour shift. Your body needs time to adjust to these new movements. This is called work hardening, which is normal. You will experience this work hardening during the first 2 weeks of your assignment. If any discomfort becomes excessive, please let us know immediately. In the event you are injured on the job, please immediately report the incident to your supervisor and your Randstad performance coach, no matter how minor it may be. You may at that time be referred to the Electrolux first aid station and be drug tested. You will be asked to complete paperwork regarding the incident as well. Do not seek medical attention on your own. Randstad will refer you to a doctor if necessary. Failure to follow these guidelines will result in longer wait times at a physician's office and unnecessary costs to you. If Randstad schedules you for medical attention, please take picture identification with you. If you receive medical treatment from a physician's office, make sure to name Randstad as your employer. Always bring all paperwork from your doctor's visit to any Randstad office as soon as possible. Follow all directions from the doctor. And if modified duty is prescribed, please know Randstad will work to make this available for you. It is important to know who to go to with any questions you have. Please see your Randstad site manager or performance coach on your shift with any questions or concerns regarding payroll, attendance, general treatment concerns, harassment, safety, or discussing making a formal complaint. For any other questions regarding your job duties, training, productivity, your work schedule, including overtime, and safety equipment, please see an Electrolux team leader or your supervisor. Remember, above all, Randstad is your employer. If you are not getting the assistance you need from a member of the Electrolux team, go to Randstad for help. There will be no retaliation against anyone for making a complaint. Harassment in general, and sexual harassment in particular, is viewed by Randstad and Electrolux as a serious offense and will be dealt with accordingly. Employees who believe they're being subjected to harassment or sexual harassment should immediately notify a Randstad site manager. Some examples of harassment include unwanted and unwelcome sexual advances, verbal or physical conduct that demeans or shows hostility, for example, negative stereotyping or threatening, acts that relate to race, color, religion, gender, national origin, age, or disability. Also creating an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment, unreasonably interfering with an individual's work performance, written or graphic materials on walls, desks, computers, bulletin boards, or cell phones, verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature, any pictures, jokes, cartoons, etc. of a sexual nature, and any other inappropriate or unwelcome touching. You will receive a lot of work communications and other notifications from a variety of sources, such as your team leader or supervisor in morning or shift huddle meetings, on the TVs throughout the plant, on communication boards, as well as the inclement weather information line, which is 1-866-330-6631. Your attendance is very important while on assignment at Electrolux. On your first day of work, you will start with 2 positive attendance points. You will lose attendance points by missing work. If you are absent an entire day, you will lose an entire point. If you leave early or come in late, but still work 50% of your shift, you will only receive a half-point deduction. You do have the opportunity to gain attendance points back. After 30 days of perfect attendance, you will gain 1 positive attendance point back. However, if your attendance points are already in the negative, it takes 60 days of perfect attendance to gain 1 positive attendance point back. During the first 30 days on your assignment, this is considered your probationary period. If your points fall below 0 during that time, your assignment will be ended. After your probationary period, your assignment will be ended if you reach -2 or greater on your attendance points. Please see your performance coach if you have documentation for an absence or if you need more information about the attendance policy. If you are unable to work or will be late, it is mandatory that you call 615-384-8437, which notifies your supervisor and Randstad at least 30 minutes before your shift starts. This phone number is also located on your badge. You must call out each day you are absent, even if it is known and approved for you to miss multiple days in a row for any reason. Failure to call out is considered a no-call, no-show and could result in the end of your assignment. A no-call, no-show also results in -2 attendance points. If you have 2 no-call, no-shows occurring within 2 consecutive days, it will be considered that you have voluntarily resigned your position without notice. It is your responsibility to keep up with your hours. You must clock in and out for each shift you work using your own badge. Although there are multiple time clocks throughout the facility, your in punch and your out punch for a single shift must be made on the same time clock. You are not required to clock in or out for lunch unless you actually leave the property. You may clock in up to 10 minutes prior to your shift beginning. You are not paid for this time. This is time to be used to prepare for the start of your shift. If you forget your badge, you must notify your unit leader as soon as possible so they can clock you in and out. Follow up at the end of the week with your unit leader if you happen to miss a punch during the week. Please note that Randstad cannot make changes to your punches. For payroll purposes, your work week begins every Monday. You are paid every week for what you worked the week prior. Payday is every Friday. Please note that some weeks you may receive your paycheck earlier than Friday, but Randstad can only guarantee your paycheck on Fridays. Pay stubs may be available online earlier during the week. Your pay is issued by Randstad, and all questions regarding your payroll should be directed to the Randstad staff only. Reminder that Electrolux personnel are not able to answer any payroll questions for you. Randstad offers two methods for your payroll. One is for direct deposit, available through your checking or savings account or a combination of both. The other is through a money network or called a pay card. If you're interested in a money network card, you can get a starter pack from Randstad today before you leave or at the plant during your first week on assignment. For all pay methods, please note that you can change your option at any time. You must set up your pay method with Randstad or Randstad's corporate office by the end of your first work week in order for your pay to be deposited timely. Your pay stubs will be available on a self-service website. Randstad offers a self-service website for all employees to view and change their contact information. Please know you'll need to create your own username and password for security purposes. You'll also be able to view and print your check stubs to verify employment. Reminder, you can change your contact information such as your address, your phone number, and your email. You can also change your tax withholding information, print W-2 forms as well. For your convenience, there is a computer available at the plant near the Randstad on-site office, or you can always visit any Randstad office during normal business hours for further assistance. We are excited for you to become a full-time employee with Electrolux, and when you do, $13.54 is the base pay rate you are offered. Any pay increases and timing from this base rate can be further explained by Electrolux. Please note that if you are on second shift, the same pay rate applies, but a 25-cent shift differential will be added to your base pay rate. We are excited that you have decided to work with Randstad at Electrolux, and we always need more good employees such as yourself. If you could please like and follow our Facebook page and show your Randstad recruiter that you have done so, you will earn a scratch-off lottery ticket. You can find our Facebook page by typing in the Facebook search bar at Jobs in Springfield, Tennessee, all in one word. Encourage your friends and family to join the Electrolux team. We offer an unlimited potential for a referral bonus program. You can earn $100 for each referral once an employee works a minimum of 30 days on our payroll while they're on assignment at Electrolux. All they need to do is give us your name that you referred them at the time of their in-person interview in the Randstad office. For those of you that are interested in alternate transportation options and live in the Clarksville area, below are 3 shuttle services listed for your convenience. Please note these are private companies and have no affiliation with Randstad or Electrolux. Congratulations, you have almost completed the Randstad Electrolux Orientation. One of the recruiters will assist you with any outstanding items that need to be completed before you leave today. These can include taking your picture for the identification badge, issuing a parking permit, reviewing the status of your background check, completing a drug screen, reviewing your electronic hiring paperwork, making copies of 2 forms of IDs to complete your I-9 paperwork, and answering any questions that you might have. Our intention is for you to start on assignment at Electrolux as soon as possible. If you haven't heard from us, please call us within a week after today. All the information that was given to you today can be read back in your electronic guidebook that was or will be emailed to you shortly. Once you start at Electrolux, all further questions will be handled by the on-site team. We wish you all the best of luck in your new career at Electrolux. We are excited to be working with you.